All right, fellas, welcome back again to another lesson video tutorial. And this particular lesson video tutorial, we're going to be going over for the outside receivers what to do as far as reading the triangle and talking about the read crack. Like, again, blocking the most dangerous man for our outlaw screen that we have. All right. That could also go to a back out of the backfield at some point. All right. But day one, base installation, we're going to talk about it from the number 2 receiver and exactly what it is that we need to do or what we need to be able to do to identify who the most dangerous man is. And so there is a drill that we're going to talk about that is going to reinforce this particular skill that we need in order to be successful running this concept. So I'm going to share my entire screen. I always make sure entire screen. All right, share. All right, just to be certain. Okay, get that out of the way. All right, so we're going to go into the Just Play software and we're going to get it going. Okay, so read crack. All right, we'll start with scenario number 1 because there are 3 different scenarios that we're going to work today or drill today in practice while the Zorro Zelda mesh drill is ongoing. So the outside receivers, you'll be with me. Inside receivers, again, will be with another coach. And so we'll do that. So now here's what's going to happen. Here's what the drill looks like. Again, it's called read crack. So base 1, camp rules, day 1, all right, versus a 2-high structure. What we're looking at is reading the triangle. So this is here. The Z is there for spatial purposes, all right, because we know that he's going to run the pedal screen out parallel to the line of scrimmage, heading toward the sideline. Okay, this guy is the guy that's next in line to do the drill, and then here's the guy that's up. So in this scenario, as you can see, the X receiver, okay, is reading the triangle. So the corner near safety to the outside backer, okay? So what our job is going to be is we're going to get 3 guys out here, okay, all holding shields, okay? I'm going to obviously be operating as the coach that's running this drill. So I am going to instruct the corner, the safety, and the linebacker, who will be shields that will be held by other guys, other outside receivers that aren't particularly in this part of the drill as the receiver himself. And so I will tell you what to do. Again, this is scenario 1. What we're going to be doing in scenario 1 is we are coming off the ball like we're selling a vertical fade for 3 hard steps. During that time, we are looking at the triangle, corner, safety, backer, okay? Staying square as we come off for 3 hard steps. In this scenario, okay, the Z runs the pedal. The linebacker is triggering, okay, while the corner and the safety are both bailing. Okay, why am I chasing this guy? Why am I chasing that guy? There's no need. There's no point in doing it. The guy that's the immediate threat to make the tackle has now declared. I am now going to block him. Once it all sorts out after 3 hard steps, okay, eyes here to here to here, okay? Corner to safety to linebacker. Linebacker is going to come and trigger. I am now going to, after I take my 3 hard steps, I declare, or he declares, I now know that I'm going to block him. I am going to shield him from inside. All right, so I'm going to shield him from inside so that we can get to the edge. Okay, well, what about these 2 guys? Guess what? It's a long handoff like toss sweep, except we're tossing it to this guy a different way. Okay, instead of opening up as the quarterback here and turning around or reverse pivoting and tossing it from him in the backfield, we have a quarterback that's over here catching the snap and is going to fire it over here to our Z. So it's a little bit different. All right, so we're looking to get 4 yards at the least on this play. So again, scenario 1, I would come up, I read the triangle, I get it lined up, inside foot, and my inside foot is up. 3 hard steps like I'm selling a vertical. As I'm taking those 3 hard steps, I'm square. I'm going corner to safety to linebacker. Linebacker's triggering. I am now going to block the linebacker, who is the immediate threat in this particular scenario, to making the tackle or making the play against the pedal screen or the outlaw route. Okay? All right, so that's that scenario. Scenario number 2. Okay? And again, I will be the one that is coordinating this particular drill. So I will tell my guys, hey, look, all right, scenario 2 is now we're aligned the same way, inside foot up. All right. Again, I'm reading the triangle, corner to safety to backer. 3 hard steps up the field like I'm selling a go. During that time, my eyes are going from corner to safety to backer. I see the backer. The backer is fitting the run, but I see now once I go, boom, I'm not even worried about him. And I'm going to tell you why, because he's the last part of where my eyes are going, from 1 to 2 to 3. If at any point that the corner is the man that comes and is the most dangerous to making the play on the pedal screen or the outlaw route, I am going to block him, okay? And that's just the way it's going to be, all right? So, again, the most dangerous man, or MDM, that's who I'm going to block. So 3 hard steps, here to here to here. As soon as my eyes go here, this dude's the guy that's coming down hard like a missile. That is the guy that I am going to block and gain position on, so that the Z receiver or the number 2 receiver can catch the pedal screen and try to get to the outside, okay? Try to get to the outside, all right? If this dude is forcing it from outside, okay, so he takes this kind of path, all right, then obviously, all right, I'm going to take my angle, try to stay square. He declares, and he wants to run that way, then I am going to drive him toward the sideline. And now after this guy catches the football, he's going to have to get inside of that block, okay? He's going to have to get inside of that block. So, again, I want my hands in tight. My elbows at a 90-degree, thumbs up, palms together, okay? When I make contact, and I'm going to be in a position where I'm going to be to buzz my feet. I'm not going to chase him. I'm going to let him declare, and then once he triggers, okay, now I can make my block, all right? I am not going to chase him. I am going to let him declare, and once he declares and comes down hard and triggers, now I'm going to get into my block and perform one of the other drills that we did before we broke for our blackout period, okay? Which is to buzz our feet, okay? Get our hands inside and tight, all right? And we're going to pound the ground with our feet and make sure that we have a really good base underneath us to sustain our blocks. All right, so that's scenario 2. He bails, corner comes and fires. Block the most dangerous man. Again, 3 hard steps. Let him come to me. Once he declares, boom, that's the guy that's the most dangerous man. That is the guy that I am going to block. If he decides, again, he's coming straight at me, I'm going to meet him straight on. I'm going to give the Z a 2-way go. So whichever way he decides that he feels as though there's space, whether it's inside or outside, if I give him a 2-way go, that's why I want you to stay square. Okay, if this dude comes inside, he's an idiot. It is what it is. Then I'm just going to shield him inside, and the Z should look to catch the ball and get to the outside. Okay, hash number sideline. All right, so that's scenario 2. We'll save and close that one. All right, last one for the read crack is now we got safety trigger. Okay, so now we got a safety trigger. So again, I'm the X receiver, inside foot up. Okay, 3 hard steps. Like I'm selling the go. My eyes go to the corner first, then to the safety, then to the linebacker. Okay, I see the corners bailing, but I see the safeties coming down again. Boom, like a missile. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is once I see him, boom, he's the most dangerous man. All right, I am now going, once he declares, I am now going to come off, and now I am going to attach to him, and I'm going to block him. Okay, I'm going to block the alley defender. That's basically who he becomes if he decides that he's going to trigger and the corner is going to bail. So again, corner to safety to backer, reading the triangle. Corner bails. My eyes are now snapping right to the nearest safety. And once he triggers, I am now going to attach to him once he declares, and I'm going to block him. Okay? If we can give the the receiver a 2-way go, great. Okay? He comes inside and fills. Boom. We want to probably try to shield him to the inside. If he plays over the top, all right, again, same scenario where the corner plays over the top. I want to drive him out towards the sideline, okay? Drive him out towards the sideline where my hand is probably, my inside hand's on that breastplate. My other hand is probably going to be somewhere in between his pec, all right, and the inside part of his shoulder pad on that right, inside that right shoulder. And I'm going to be hard inside, and I'm going to pound the ground, and I'm going to push him out toward the sideline, okay? So that would be scenario 3. with the safety triggering as opposed to the corner. Okay, so scenario 1, backer triggers. All right, corner and safety bail. Scenario 2, all right, safety bails. All right, corner trigger, safety bails, linebacker fits the run. Okay, scenario 3, corner bails, safety triggers, linebacker fits the run. Okay, and so that's what we're going to do with regard to the read crack part of our outlaw screen when it's either a pre-snap screenplay, or if it is a post-snap RPO in our system. This is how we're going to treat our read crack, and those are the scenarios that we have to be prepared for so that, again, the play is successful. Guys, hope you enjoyed the video. This is for outside receivers only, okay? Outside receivers only. So in a scenario where we have X on the outside or we have an F on the outside, X's and F's should probably be working this drill as much as well as the Y. At some points, the Y will be the outside receiver if we get into our red formation 2x2 and we do run our outlaw screen. Okay, so Y's, X's absolutely, F's absolutely, and Y's can pretty much do this drill. I have to be prepared to do this drill in those particular under those particular circumstances. Again, hope you enjoyed it, guys. Let me know what's up. You have questions, you know where to find me. All right, see you, and we'll see everybody next time. Peace.